I see someone join. Call it Jaya. Hey Jaya, how are you doing? Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm joining from Canada. So have uh,
Hmm.
just want to know about the experience club. So I joined.
Nice, nice. That's
So,
good. So, are you a Salesforce developer? What's your role?
I have completed Salesforce admin part and learning developer.
That's good. That's good.
Started
Nice.
learn, yeah, started learning developer.
Hmm.
So I'm looking for job opportunities. So just want to explore.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So, we have Craig join. Hey Craig, how are you doing? Do you want to introduce yourself? Like he's on mute.
Now I'm not.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Hey. Uh,
Yeah, I was going to come in person, but I'm studying for a Salesforce certification. So,
oh, you do.
anyway,
Oh, okay. If you were in person,
exactly.
you would have gotten chance to win Salesforce certification.
Oh, well, there you go. Awesome. I
So,
appreciate that. So cool.
but
How
yeah,
long is the seminar today, by the way?
it is just for like an hour, like until 12.
Oh, great. Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zachariah just sent me an meeting and stuff. So I'm very happy to be here and nice
Uh-huh.
to meet everybody. So, hey, I got a question for everybody. My group kind of fizzled out in Hartford. Is this one of the only active groups that there is in Connecticut? Because I was looking for a group that I could spend time with, and my group was up in Hartford, but it kind of fizzled a little bit. So
So, like, where are you based out of? Like, which location?
I'm in Norwich actually, but I can travel or go
Oh,
anywhere.
I see.
It's
So,
not it's not a big deal.
so as of now, like, we are the one, like, we are doing this event since last couple months now. It's like almost more than 6 months or almost a year now. So
Okay,
we
then
have like
yeah, count
monthly
me in.
base. So
Okay, cool. I'll join the group then because I'd love to be part of it because I miss being around people
sure.
and that's great. So
Yeah,
cool,
yeah.
awesome.
And also like just for you guys, like the people who are in person, you're gonna get some gifts and like we always have some exciting stuff for you guys. Like
Yeah.
sometimes so feel free to join in person. So this way also we can enjoy your free lunch, dinner, breakfast and other stuff
Yeah.
too. So if you guys are in person,
Oh,
that's gonna be great.
that's cool because honestly, I really miss being around fellow Salesforce people, and online is just really not cutting it for me
That's
and
true.
stuff. So, like I said, if I wasn't studying today, because it's about an hour drive,
Right,
so
right. So
I would have,
what's your role, Craig? What do you do exactly?
I'm actually I own a company in India. Actually, ironically,
Oh,
I'm a co-owner of a company in India.
okay.
I basically was a consulting partner and whatnot, but I have to go get my certs. Ironically, because I actually never got them. I never got any of them.
Oh,
So
I see.
I came from Oracle, so I have a lot of experience. So I'm like, oh, I got to learn. I got to go do my certs. So I'm knocking out 5 of them like back to back to back to get them over with and stuff.
Wow.
But basically, like I said, I co-own a company in India with a partner of mine and stuff, and so I'm going to do my certs and stuff. So yeah, so I'm glad to be part of the group. Thanks for inviting. Yeah. So
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for
Yep.
joining. So who has joined? I think I see Vidya and Jyoti joined. Do you guys want to introduce yourself?
Hello.
Hey, hey Vidya.
Hey, yeah. Hi everyone. My name is Vidya. Again, ID.
Hi.
And I've been here by Salesforce for 2 years now. Still learning.
Vidya, you're a little quiet. Quiet.
Sorry. Did you
Yeah.
do you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hi everyone. My name is Vidya Naredi, and I've been into Salesforce for 2 years now. I'm a fresher, still learning, and I've done a couple of volunteer works, and I'm part of one of the volunteer thing, and I recently got into a internship with the J2 Interactive, um, and as a Salesforce admin,
Nice.
and that's all
That's
for
good. That's
me.
good. Nice.
Thank you.
That's cool. Anyone else? We still have 2 minutes left for our session to start. Anyone else want to go? Anyone want to introduce themselves? I see Jyoti is just. Okay, so I think we are going to start in a minute. Did you get the link, password, and everything? Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that's fine. Just making sure you got it. Oh, yeah. Got it.
I assume you're going to be sharing some stuff on screen.
Yeah, oh, I see. Yeah. Because actually, I was hoping they had like projector, but like they don't have. So,
Yeah, put your own next time.
yeah. I know. Okay, so I guess I know it have like enough space, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna start with our session today. So okay, so we are going to talk about Experience Cloud and what all their features are there and how it came into the market and like what it's called before, what all new features are in there. So we're gonna talk about everything. So we already did our introduction. So this is our next statement. This is like forward-looking statements, which means you need to take your purchase or you need to make your purchase decisions based on the current available product, and that's it. It's just a standard forward-looking statement. And yes, welcome to Salesforce Developer Group, Stanford. So welcome all. And this is a little bit about myself. I'm Amol. I'm working. I'm like working as a technical architect and also like senior developer. And I've been part of this group, and I've been leading this group since last couple of months now. And also, I used to be a code review board member at Top Coder. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about it. Then also, I've got some certifications. If you want to join me on LinkedIn, feel free to join. Okay, so this is what we're gonna get like this. These are the takeaways from today's session. Like getting started with Experience Cloud, we're gonna deep dive, and we're gonna see demo. Most of the time, I think I'm gonna go instead of going with the PowerPoint presentation. I think I'm gonna go with the actual Salesforce. I'm gonna show you how Experience Cloud is, and we'll try to see if we can build something, a small thing today. So this way, we'll get more hands-on around it. And if you have any questions, keep yourself on mute, and we'll have question sessions at the end of our presentation. Then we'll take all the questions. So okay, so these are the advantages of Experience Cloud. I know this looks kind of like theoretical, but we're gonna see each and every one when we are going to that. So first advantage is like create multiple experiences for specific needs. Example is that like Experience Cloud came into market wherein like you wanted your customers to log in by themselves because you have consider like you have a Salesforce, but you want to give access to specific data, or you want to give like self-sufficient access to your customers, your partners. Then you can create multiple experiences. Then those experiences can have multiple themes. And like if you think about this Experience Cloud, trust me guys, this is like very very easy. It's like point and click. You can literally configure a site within a minutes and you can publish it. And there are so many online ready-made components available. You just need to drag them into the experience builder, and we're going to see that like how the experience builder going to look and how we're going to build it. But these are very very easily these are like very very easy to implement. And it this can be used for the partners, your customers, or anybody who wants to have access to Salesforce. Instead of using your standard Salesforce license, you can have community license or site licenses. There are different kinds of licenses, but comparatively, these licenses with Experience Cloud, these are relatively cheaper. So you can have in bulk like thousands of licenses. Then third part is like integration of the data. So you can literally integrate data. You can see all the data and everything on Experience Cloud. The integration can be done. Consider like if you have your own Salesforce and you want to give access to your customer, and that Experience Cloud site is pulling the data from another third party services. So that integration can be done, and all the orders, whatever information you need. I've seen so many implementations wherein their customers, like there are like financial information, consider your like educational information, like students, they are just logging by themselves. They are looking their statuses, how the grades are there. Also like bank customers can log in by themselves. They can see their data, they can see their financial information. So these are some very very basic examples. Then the best and very important part is themes and templates, because of this point of like point and click features, you can literally create amazing branded experiences. You can just select your logo, you can select the theme, you can select what background color you want. Like you can literally configure almost everything, and it is like building a normal site with just point and click, and within few minutes your site will be ready. And as I said before, there are so many standard components available. So all these components will help you out to build the rich experience. And yeah, you don't have to spend a lot of time with development activities or other stuff. And third, another part is like Salesforce CMS, like content management system. So it's like, consider like if you have your Salesforce, but you wanna create one knowledge article site wherein you wanna create like a site wherein you want the people to just see like FAQs. Consider FAQs or like all the knowledge articles you have. So you can literally drag and drop the features. You can create content in Salesforce, and that content will be available in Experience Cloud within few minutes. I mean, like you don't have to do anything. It will be available like right away. It will provide so many features like search feature. Then also, actually, if you think about it, nowadays they are coming up with the Einstein Cloud as well. So you will have like Einstein features. So those Einstein features includes all the machine like AI related features, where like if you're searching something, then it will show you the related search. And also it will guide you. Instead of searching this, you can search for this. So there are so many different features. We won't be able to cover them all, but we'll try to see what all things we can do. Then okay, so this is about the customer engagement. So this example of this Experience Cloud is like you can engage, like you can have your customers engage to Salesforce uh, like at one place. It gives customers one place to find the information about your company and products. Consider like you have your own company, but you want to publish your own, like it's like a commerce cloud site, right? If you want to build a commerce cloud site, but here you don't want to have any integration with the other third party. Instead of that, you have everything in Salesforce. You have all the products in Salesforce, all the price book in Salesforce. So you can literally build like a custom e-commerce site within few clicks, and you don't need any other integration, because everything is in Salesforce. It will pick up the information, it will show it to you, and you can literally configure everything, like including all the themes and everything. And also you can give access to public. So there are multiple things here, like there are some sites which can be like which will have like guest access, and there are another site which are like authenticated sites. That means you need customer to sign in order to see the information, or there can be some information which can be seen by guest users. I mean, they don't need logins. You can just go there and see the information. Then as I said, like provide it gives customers access to their data. It includes like accounts, all the tickets, all the bills, and they can take actions on them. uh, then next thing is like lets customers share experiences and expertise with customers. So it's like sharing your information. Once you have something, then you can share this stuff with other people. So this share feature is also available there. Then the way, yeah, just now we talked about the customers, like we just talked about the customers, but here in this case we can have the partners engagement as well. So consider like you have your own clients and you have partners, and you want your partners to have their own login and see all the information like onboarding campaigns, and like who else is qualified, how to register a deal, then opportunity management, easy code like CPQ management. So all this can be done with the help of Experience Cloud. So what we'll do is now we'll just, instead of, we have been long enough on PPT, so now let's go ahead and see some actual stuff in the cloud. Let me just, I think I'll have to stop sharing here. Let me just share it again. Okay, so I'm gonna log into one of the logins now. Let me just see. Okay, so this is my Salesforce. So first and very very important thing is you need to enable the Experience Cloud. So what I did was, whenever, if you want to go to the like digital experiences, if you want to see all the sites, first of all you will click on the this particular icon, then you're going to click on setup. Then after setup, you are gonna see here sites. You will see like a digital experiences and all sites. Sometimes it won't be available all the way, because you, first of all, you need to enable the, or you need to register the domain. And once the domain is registered, then after that you will have to enable the digital experiences. And once you do that, then you will have the um, excuse me, so this, if you see here, like I've already activated my domain, and also the digital experience is already enabled, so I'm not seeing anything here. But here I just clicked on all sites. Then I'm gonna so we, let's create one small site and we'll see how it looks. So first of all, I'm gonna click on new here. If I'm going too fast, if I'm going too slow, please let me know. Then if you see here, there are so many options, right? Like which one to choose, there are so many templates. So this will give you an option to choose based on what template you want to create your site. If you see here, example is like customer account portal. So if you choose this template, it has all the features, all the layout and everything already available, and you just need to drag and drop whatever you need. Then also, like if you want to create like help center, just now we talked about it, right? Like help center. So all these things are already available and ready to use, like you don't have to do anything. And consider like you want to create a good experience with the customer service, and you don't have a time to, or you don't have enough resources to build a site to do all the stuff, right? You can just literally go here and search for this customer service. Then there is like example like Partner Central we just now talked about, and then we have the build your own LWR. Then we have like build your own aura. So if you think about it, right, so these are all standard layouts available. But what we're going to do is, instead of using standard, I think we will go ahead. I think I'll choose one of the standard ones first, then we'll go ahead with the custom one as well. So I'll just say sample demo. So you need to give your name. Then this is optional, but you can give the suffix here. I'll just give like sample customer service. I'm just gonna click on create now. So this will create a digital experience site in Salesforce, and it will give me multiple features, including the configuration, then administration, and we're going to see that. Okay, so the site was created. Now, if you see here, there are so many options like builder. We have like moderation, content management, gamification, administration, and guided setup. So we'll go with the builder first because this is the most important and nice looking feature. So here, do you remember I was talking about the drag and drop feature? And if you see here, this is the standard layout which is available for me. They have already built it. If you think about it, like it, this particular thing, you can just publish it and start using it. You don't have to do any changes. But consider like you want to do some changes to it. So if you think about, if you see here, we have one component for it called as like my open cases. So it will show you like this particular user how many cases you have, or like the logged in users cases it will show here. It will show the quick links. Consider like you want to give them some additional links to show, it will show up here. You can give the different background image, you can have your separate tabs and everything. So let's try to, and if you want to see the preview, you can just click on preview and this is going to show your site. So what we'll do, we'll just quickly configure some things so you'll see the changes. So if you see here, they have like currently two tabs here. So what we'll do, we'll just click on edit personalization, and I'm going to add one another menu item. So we'll just see like Stanford session. I just added one another tab here. The type is like you can give the type, whatever type is. Is it like external URL? Is it a global action? I'm just gonna see like external URL. I'm gonna say like it's gonna go to google.com, right? And I'm just gonna click on save menu. So if you see here, it just added another URL. I'm just gonna click on publish here. So once you publish, the site will be available for users to look out. And if you see here, I'm just gonna go to the setting and I'm gonna go to the demo here. If you see here, right now, I just, so this is the site, I just published it and this is already available here, right? You can see the session here. You can do, if I click here, it's gonna go to google.com because that's what we configured just now, right? And it is showing you all the details, whatever you have here, because and right now it is showing the logged in users because I'm the one who is logged in here because this is my user. If you see here, like you have all other features as well, like what's your profile, what's your setup and everything. And there is another option, so we're going to go ahead, like there are so many options here. I'm not sure if we're going to cover them all, but we'll try to see what all things we can cover. So first of all, like if you see, if you go to this admin setup, there are some things. First tab is like general tab. So this tab will give you a template name, and there is a checkbox which says like public can access this site. What does that mean is, consider like you want to create an unauthenticated site wherein you want people to see this site uh, without even login. So if you check this checkbox, so people will be able to see the data irrespective of their authentication or login. So all the guest users can log in this. You can give the title to your site, what you want, and this is what the link is. So whenever the link is generated, do you remember we gave the name Stanford Customer Service? So this is the suffixed URL here, and this is the site. Then we talked about the theme. So here you can have a different themes. Right now this is like customer account portal theme, which is a standard theme. But if you want, you can change the theme, and there are some themes which are available to select. Consider like if you want to have this theme, right? So or this theme, consider if you want to have this theme, so you can just literally activate the theme, and the theme will be applicable to this current configuration. If you see right now, my theme has changed. I got the updated theme here. Then we have, once we have done with themes, we have the languages. So experience builder. So right now we are in experience builder right now. I'm sorry, I just forgot to tell you. So this experience builder will let you configure whatever stuff you need. It has almost everything. Like you can literally configure from start to end whatever you need within few clicks. Then here languages, you can create your site with having multiple language support. Like you can add multiple languages here. So there are so many different languages. Almost every language is available here. But if you come across different language, if you want to come up with something, you'll see it here for sure. Then you can see the translations here. If you want, you can have your own translations. but usually they provide you the standard translation. You can just import it or you can just export the content. Then we have the navigation menu. So this particular section will allow you to have the different navigations. So this navigation will menu will decide like how the navigation will work on our site. Then let's not go ahead this because these are all different things wherein we won't, because we don't have enough time to cover them all. Then we have advanced. So I'll just give you one quick stuff. If you want to have add like Google Analytics to it, because some people want to see how the your site is performing, so you can literally add the analytics here. And also like consider like sometimes you want to add some specific script to your head markup. You can literally click here and just add your stuff, like whatever script you want to add it, and it will be added to all your sites, all your pages. Then yes, security and privacy. So this particular thing is for the privacy section, wherein consider like you have your site has external URLs, right? So and like so this, but if you select this strict block access to inline scripts, so that will block it, because and that's the recommended approach, wherein because if you have your component and that has some inline scripting, that might be problem or that might be an issue to your security. So that's the reason it's always better to have it with strict CSP. uh, and if you have any errors you can see that. And you can you can enable this cookies checkbox. It says like allow only required cookies for this site. If you want it, you can check that checkbox. Then this is about the template. So consider like if you have your own template, and because you have configured it, and if you want to export that template, there is an option to export it, because once you export the template you can reuse it for your next experience builder usage. And yeah, that's it. We'll just go ahead with the other stuff now, because we have so much stuff to cover. Then another best part is like if you see here components. So if you see this lightning icon, once you click here, you will see all the standard components available here. So here you can add, remove whatever you want. Consider like I'll just add one HTML editor. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna drag and drop in this particular section. So once I do that, you'll see I can add all the HTML whatever I want it here, and I can do some changes whatever you want, and those will be available here on your screen. Then let's add something else. So we'll see something different. Consider like okay, let's add some tabs. If you want to add some tabs, you can just click on tabs here, and you're going to see like tab 1, tab 2, tab 3, and you can choose whether you want your uh, tab to be seen for the unauthenticated site, like publicly available or not. So and you can add multiple tabs here, like tab 4, tab 5. So likewise you can add, and for each tab you can have your own actions defined. Then you can add whatever stuff you want. Consider like if you want to see the record data detail, you can add that. If you want to add the record related list, if you have, these are all sales related components, these are all sales support related components, all these are available. But the very important thing is like we have custom components. So that gives you like the more power to create a configurable sites, because here you can create your own lightning web components or lightning components, and those will be available here to select it. So that's the biggest feature I would say, because consider like you are creating your experience builder site, but this current site is not providing you what you wanted. The standard components are not providing what you wanted. So here you can create your own components and just drag and drop them here, and that particular components will be visible and you can have your complete control. So this way, this is like perfect combination of the standard components and custom components. So this way you can have your own stuff, and you won't have chance to say, oh, this is not possible with this, right? Because you have option to create your own custom components as well. And also if you see here, this particular templates provide you with the standard search feature, so wherein you can just search on your site, and you can select whether you want autocomplete or not, and like how many results you want for autocomplete. So So yeah, this is about the lightning component section, wherein you'll have so many multiple features to include and use them. Then next thing is like theme. We talked about theme, like how it's gonna work, and how, like we just literally changed our theme a while ago. But here you'll see that we have more options. We can select different colors. Like you can select what color I want for my text. You can choose like different colors here. Consider the text color is like red, so you can choose that. You can whatever color you want. Then you can choose the link colors. If I have any links on my UI, what colors do I want? So you can choose that. So there are so many different combinations and features available. Then images. So what excuse me, so what's the logo of the company? If you want to have different image, you can have it here. You can have the login pages, so you can provide your background image here. You can just select it and provide it. Like these are all configurable, so there is nothing in here. So you can have your different fonts. Consider like each site will have their own thing, like how do you want the fonts to be seen, right? So you can have your own fonts here. I'm going to select, suppose, this gravitas one. So if you see, everything is in gravitas right now. Then you can select the fonts. You can select the case, whether you want it unformatted, you want to capitalize. You can select them. Then you have a theme setting, like whether you want header to be seen, you want the fixed position, and this is like maximum page of width, so you can select that. So this way it will capture the whole screen. Then we have the page structure. So how do you want your page to be structured? You can see the changes here. You can delete from here. If you see here, you can just say like, oh, I don't want the rich content editor. You can just delete it from here. So this way it will be deleted. Then yeah, we just saw this. Then let's see the administration part. So if you see, there is another tab, and this tab is related to administration, wherein we saw the most of the part. We'll just see here. See here, right now it's in preview mode. You can activate your site with this activate button. If you want to change the template before you activate, you can do that here. Then you can go to your preferences. In preferences, we have many options. So I won't go with them all because we don't have enough time to do that. But I just want you to look at it and go through them when you have time. Then you have the members. You can just select members which you want to select here, and what are the permissions set, what are the profiles are here. Then we'll have the login and registration. So as we said, we can configure what the login page you want to see, like was the logo, was the background type, was the login button. Then you'll have the email. If you see here email, so you can have this configuration wherein like what do you want the forget pass. Consider like if you have your own site, and you want to select what, if it is forgot password, then what template or what page do you want to see. If it change password, what page you want to see. Like if you want to send an email to new members, consider if they self sign, you can provide this feature as well. Then we have pages. So this is the page wherein you can select what's your home page. So for what's the default page, what's the home page, and if it is like the visual force page. So just to let you know, like before the experience cloud, we used to have the like community builder. In the community builder, like we used to have only like we used to have like flexibility to add only visual force pages because lightning components weren't there. But right now if you see, like we can add visual force pages, experience builder, default pages, and this is for home page. And for other pages you can configure it on our different tab. The tab was the builder tab. On builder tab you can create different pages. I'm going to show it to you that how you can create different page. Then I think we should go there now. So I'll just go to builder, and we just saw our homepage, like how the homepage looks like. But consider like if somebody clicks on something. Okay, there was some error here. I'm gonna remove this. Yeah. So consider like if you click on a particular tab, you want another page to open, right? So what you can do, if you can click on this gear icon, and you can click on new page. So it will ask you whether this page is for the object or this is for the standard page. So object page example is like if we want to see like account detail, right? Or like related list of account. So you can select the object page, but if you want your own layout for the customization, you can select the standard page, and you can select your own layout. Consider like if you want like only one full width column layout, if you want like two columns, you can select what layout you want. And another part is, if you are not satisfied with this layouts, you can create your own theme in as a lightning web component, and you can just import it here. You can just use it as a theme here. So but right now I'll just use this theme. I'm going to click on next. I'm going to select like new page. I'm going to say this. So I think I'm going to give the same name here, API name. So this is creating a new page. So if you see just now, so we had now two pages. First page was like home page. We have like login page. We have my account page. We have home page. Now we just created a new page called a Stanford new page. And this page you can configure whatever you want, like the way you want. You can add the calendar. You can add whatever you like, all the stuff, because these are all standard web components, standard Lightning components. And yes, once you do that, once you configure this, you can just provide the linkage between, like once you click on particular tab, you can tell this particular site to open tab on this. But once you publish this site, you'll see like the data is available and this site is already published. So right now I just published this site, and I can see the site created just now. If you see just now, right now I just created this site, and the site has all the tabs which I configured. Then I have another Stanford session tab here, and these are all my open cases. You can click on them, you can see the details like that. So this is all standard, by the way. We didn't do anything. This is all standard provided. Like if you see here, you can see all my details related to the cases. You can click support tab. If you want to create another like new contact or whatever stuff, you can create a new contact. You can, I mean, this is for the creation of the case. In case the contact isn't available, this is the status. I can say whatever the description I want, and I can submit the case. Just now I submitted the case, and I selected this weird font, but this is just for testing. So but yes, so this is all about the experience builder, which is the most important part in experience cloud, because in experience cloud is mostly for our um, customers, Salesforce, like customers based partners, wherein they can go there and they can self register. uh, and I think I'll be here right now. So let me just okay. Okay, so I think we are almost over to our. It's like 11:46 now. So yeah. So do you guys have any questions? No questions. Okay,
I have a question.
sure.
Like, what's how do you deploy? What are the tools you can use to deploy Experience Cloud for one way to another, like from one sandbox or one organization to another?
Uh-huh. Okay. So regarding the deployments, so there are multiple ways to do it, but in most cases, you can import the templates. Actually, there are some things which you can't really deploy, but you can deploy your templates. I just showed you, right? So you can create your template, you can export that template, and you can import it. But in most of the cases, there are some configurations wherein consider like if you have your production organization, and if you just refresh your sandbox, everything is available there, but not everything will be available because the these configurations are not exactly, everything is not deployable. That's what I meant to say. There are some configuration which you will have to do in production, but if you have any custom components like custom lightning web components which you're going to use in your site, then yes, that can be deployed. But I usually, what I've seen, because as this is the point and click feature, right now not everything is deployable. There are only few things which you can deploy.
Okay, thank you. Another question is like, for example, in a company where they need to have like Experience Cloud done and set it, do you like, is it something like two or more people can work on, or just something that one person can work on? Like, I'm afraid, like, if me and someone else are doing Experience Cloud, is there like a chance I can override his edits or something? Do you think it's a project or type of project you need to work alone, or
Yes.
would
Mhm. Yeah.
or preferable to stay alone?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. Regarding the deployment, I would always say like do one at a time, because you can definitely multiple people can do the changes, but I would all, because this is not like a development activity, so this is just a configuration. So I would always encourage like one person work on it, and if you are satisfied, if you're not satisfied, you can ask other person to do the changes. But if you both are doing changes at the same time, then that, I think it's not the preferred approach, but you can do that. I mean, that's all, that's actually development strategy how you're going to do that. But if you ask me, this is not kind of feature wherein like it's a big deal. I mean, one person can definitely do this. One admin can literally do it in few clicks. You just now saw like I did this within like whatever 15-20 minutes. We just really created a site. So uh, that's allowed, you can do that, but that's not recommended.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else?
Well, yeah,
Yes.
I got a question, Mal.
Yeah.
Is this primarily something along the lines of more of an internal feature? Because this reminds me of websites with Divi and things like that. I mean, that you could build full on, websites, or
Right.
is this more designed for something internal? Because I saw flows, which obviously has to have permissions and such, but I just want to get like a sense of where this is going. Like, is it sort of like a replacement for an old school intranet kind of thing, or I would like to hear your take on it.
No, it's actually, I would say like it's a config. Okay, I'll just give you one idea. Like because when
Sure.
Salesforce when started, right? So they didn't have any tool wherein people can just easily configure the things. They just had like sites, and you can just create the site, and you had like very few configuration. But now, if you think about this Experience Cloud, you can literally create a nice experience for your customers or partners within few clicks. So
Yeah.
it's actually, it's not like out of the world or new thing, I would say, but this is the feature which wasn't there in Salesforce, which is there now. But this is not new in IT world. You know what I mean? Like because
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I'm
it's not.
fascinated by it because it's
Yes.
been around forever, but
Yes. Yeah.
it's a fascinating way of being
Yes.
able to do
Yeah.
things. I mean,
Right.
you
Right. Right.
can, yeah. Now it would it have, because I know that I'm not super familiar with the external stuff with Salesforce, like community builder and things like that. But is it you think it's more designed for the internal team, or is it where is it aimed at? Is it aimed at somebody who's already part of your company, or they're heading in the direction of it's a website builder? I'm
Right.
really curious about
So
this fascinating piece of
right.
software.
Right. So if you're, are you, your question is related to like who can configure this, like which
Yeah, it's kind of
or
like
yeah.
where would Salesforce think that this is going? Like, in other words, is it something like you already have to be part of the company's team, either an internal member or partner? Let's say I got XYZ and I'm XYZ server company, right? And I sell
Mhm.
servers,
Mhm.
and I want all my customers to be
Right.
on my little portal and
Right.
stuff and set things up.
Right.
And is it designed more for that, or is it even designed for public facing, where it's like that anybody could come in? Or I'm very
Yeah,
curious about that.
that's like very good question. I think we talked about it like just now when I started my conversation. That time I
Yeah,
said like we have like two ways of doing this. One is like the authenticated side, and other is the unauthenticated side. So there are some sites which can be accessed by public directly. So
sure.
it's not only for. I'm going to show you the demo right now.
Must have been.
Like we have the sites. I have the sites created already for couple. You will see like how the experience is. So to answer your question, these are for the customers, these are for the partners, these are for the people who wanna sign up by themselves, and these are
Oh,
for the guests as well. So everybody, I would say. So it all
wow.
depends on
That's
your use
cool.
case. So I'll just show you one. small thing. So this
Because
is
it
the public
eliminates
side.
hosting. It's like basically it eliminates so many things
Yes,
that you
that's
have to
right.
deal
That's
with.
right.
I mean, that's really nice.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah.
So if you see this side, so this is the side which is a public setting side. So the public facing side we just created. And if you
Okay.
see here, like you can see the side, right? So if you see here, if I click on
Yep.
FAQ, and everything is done with this experience builder. These are all
Huh.
configurable components. And if you can submit the ticket here, and if you want to submit tickets, you can just provide your first name, last name, or whatever, and that's it. And like this can be done like very few clicks actually. And also like you can create so many different things here. I mean like
So
literally
it's
so
really
many.
broad then, basic.
it
It's not
is it
just.
is very broad. Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
okay, I
It
get it. I get
has
the gist. Yeah.
it
Yeah.
has public view, like public facing customers, like customers can, like your company's customers can log in, they can see their own information, because actually this is eliminating the manual work the salespeople have to do, sales or customer support has to do in Salesforce, right? Because if you give them access,
Yeah.
they'll just do everything by themselves, just like your bank login. Like if you're their customer, you're getting one access.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these licenses are cheaper comparatively. So
That's my next question. I was
yes.
about to ask that next question, which is how much does it cost?
So
Yeah.
actually, that's like off topic question, but this is very relatively
Yeah.
very cheap because
Okay.
yeah, very, because actually it all depends on your relationship with Salesforce, how many licenses you're gonna buy. So there are
Yeah,
some, you know
yeah.
that
But in other
actually,
words, it's not $75 a month like
yeah,
pro like yeah, okay, that's
right.
what I'm after.
So
Yeah.
that's right. It all,
Yeah.
so
I'm not
that's
I'm not looking for a price quote. Don't worry. I just want to get
yeah,
like
yeah.
where it's laying in the
That's right.
spectrum. So
That's
it's
right.
cool.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Awesome, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So this was that question. So anyone else anyone's have any
Amol,
other question?
this is Jyoti. I
Hey,
have a question. Do you need a developer knowledge to develop these components and everything?
okay. So when I say okay, if you see a digital experiences, consider like if you have something which is not available or you can't do with standard, then yes, you can create your own custom Lightning Web Components. But it does like that has to be done when the standard Salesforce is not satisfying your needs, and that happens sometimes. So you will need development experience only if you want to create the custom Lightning Web Components.
Okay, so with admin knowledge, you can still use the standard
Yeah,
ones and
everything.
be
So if you
experienced with.
see here with admin knowledge, you can do all this stuff. You can use all the standard features, and you can just drag them and drop them. But another thing is that, right, so consider like the standard feature isn't available here. Another solution which I would give is like if you go to App Exchange, on App Exchange you will see a lot of free apps. So just go to App Exchange and install the package in your org, and you will see those packages or components available here. So
Okay.
this way, it's like although it's custom, but it's already done. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you can just reuse them.
Yeah. Thank you. So this
Yeah,
session is very helpful.
yeah.
And I have one more question. If I'm interested in being an experienced cloud consultant, I don't see
Nice.
much resources on the trailhead.
Actually, yeah, they have only one or two trailheads,
Yeah.
but I think yeah, that's right. I think they might be still building up.
Are
But
there any other resources to
Uh,
prepare the certification?
actually, yes, because if you see the release notes, because the release notes has almost all the information. Because I think you can just go with the release notes from maybe last couple years, 1 or 2 years, like maybe 3 or 4 releases. They have so many features and so many details in there. But yeah, I'll take a look, and if I find something, I'll post it in our chatter group. If I find any
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
issues,
Thank you.
okay. Yeah. So anyone else has any question? If not, I think we're gonna have our certification giveaway session. Actually, it was supposed to be given to only in-person attendees, so you're definitely gonna get it. So I'm so sorry. What's your name? I'm so sorry.
Zechariah.
Okay, Zechariah is definitely gonna get the certification voucher. But I think what we're gonna do is we have. I see there are many people in here in our Zoom meeting. So maybe what we can do is we can just have one more.
Amal, I'll pass. Not that I'm trying to be a rich guy or anything like that, but I'd rather have someone like a
Yeah,
fresher or something like that to do.
yeah.
I'd rather, yeah, I don't want to put my name in. That's just
Right,
not.
right. That's
I,
fine.
I can pay for my stuff. So
That's
yeah.
fine. So, okay, so we have. So what we're gonna do is we have how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so just I'm gonna put the names here. Can you guys see my screen? You can see that name, right? I'm just gonna put the names here, and we're gonna give two. I'm just gonna do the random names here, and whoever has the name, so they're gonna get the voucher. So let me see. Aija, with I'm just putting up the names. If your name is missing here, just let me know. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's would be great. Thank you so much. Easier for you. Yes. Yeah. Then was there Okay, Jyoti. And who else is there? Who else is there?
There are two Vidyas.
Oh, I see. Vidya. Okay,
You can
Vidya.
write.
I'll just put Vidya A.
Yeah.
Anyone else is missing? Anyone else? Uh,
Yeah, Jaya.
okay, Jaya. Okay, anyone? Anyone? No. Okay, so I think we have this. We have a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're gonna do like two more certification vouchers here. So whoever names come first, two, we're gonna get it. So I'm gonna just randomize the screen here. And okay, so I have the result here. The number one is Aicha, and another one is like Lauren. So congratulations. So you both like win the certification voucher. So I just need your email ID and your web accessor email ID. So just send it to me. Do you?
Oh, wow.
Thank you so
much.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. We could email you that with the email you
Okay.
posted in the beginning.
So do you know the chatter group? Maybe you can post. Do you know like in our chatter group? Okay, that's fine. I'll just give my email ID here. So this is my email ID. Amol.dikshit at Trailblazer CGO. Can you see that? If you want, I can post it in our chatter group. You can just see the chatter group and you can just.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, I see it. Great. I will email you. Thank
Sure.
you so
Yeah.
much.
Just
Yes,
email me
that's so-
your. I want your name and your web accessor email ID, web accessor and email ID. So just email it to me and congratulations, guys. So I think we are. Thank you so much for this session. You're welcome. You're welcome. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for
awesome.
joining.
It's been great.
Joining the group.
And
This is pretty sweet. So yeah.
and hopefully I'll see you guys in person next time. So we'll have dinner, lunch because now me and Zach are gonna have something here. So we'll see.
I know. By the way, Zachariah is my friend. We actually lived near each other. And
Oh, you
stuff.
do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Like he's a
Then why
close
didn't you
friend
get
of mine.
him?
We were actually going to go together, but I wasn't able to. But then he's like, "Hey, come on the online meeting." So I'm like, "Great, so cool."
That's right. That's good. That's good. So I'll see you guys next time in person.
I'm just curious to know how often do you do sessions?
We do like once a month. Like once a
Once
month.
a month?
Yeah, we do. And like
Great.
I usually have a place here when like they have one dam. So I usually do it in Stanford, like Honey Joe's coffee, just like a coffee shop. So we
Nice.
do it like every month. And also like every month we have different prices. Last time we had like different stuff. This time we have certification vouchers. So every time we come up with different prices. So
Nice.
but this time I did for online people, but next time like I'm just making sure like the in-person people will get it. So just make sure.
Hopefully you get more in person.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But this
yeah.
time we had like more online people. That's the reason I said okay, let's just do like online giveaway. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for
Great.
joining.
Sounds good.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Thanks
Thank you.
a lot.
Have a nice weekend, everyone. Bye.
Thanks
Nice to
again.
meet everybody.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
And yeah, please join the chatter group. Thank you.
Yep,
Thank
we'll
you.
do. Bye.
Thank you.